Hi team, today I'm going to show you how to use the Laboratory Timekeeping app. My name is Alan Lopez and I work in the Middletown Laboratory. At the end of the day, before clocking out, I log into the Timekeeper app. After utilizing the drop-down menus to populate my personal information, I'll use the department codes to specify where I worked in the lab today. Today I did a variety of tasks in the sample receipt department. I spent about half of my 8-hour workday in bottle prep and about half of my day in sample login. We also had an auditor in the lab, and he was in the back in the sample receipt department for about an hour. Since it so happens to be our busy season, I also spent some time training someone from another department on how to prep bottles for shipment. Let's start at the top of the menu and work our way down, starting with sample registration. The total hours I spent in each area are entered in the first time box, in this case in the sample registration box. And then I break out any non-productive, training, or cross-training time spent in that duration in the 3 boxes below. In this case, I spent 4 hours in sample registration, and of those 4 hours, I spent 15 minutes today looking for a lost sample, and I spent 30 minutes today reorganizing our cold storage. That equals to about 0.75 hours of non-productive time. In bottle prep, I worked about 3.5 hours. Of those 3.5 hours, 1 was spent training. Since I trained someone from a different department, the time is actually populated in the cross-training area. If I'd been training a new employee or someone else from my home department, then it would have been entered into the training area. What do I do with a regular or unprecedented time that doesn't necessarily have a direct correlation with PMP-related tasks? These will go under Other Non-Process Hours. Other non-process hours encompass a variety of tasks, such as any analysis that's not measured on our PMP dashboards, instrument installations, necessary validation outside of typical QA/QC, meetings, job responsibilities that are unrelated to production, such as safety or staff events, research and development projects, quality investigations, audits or SOP writing or review, and other uncategorized hours. This is where I enter in the hours that the auditor was present. Once I've made my final entry into the Timekeeper app, I hit the blue button in the top right-hand corner and review my entries prior to hitting Submit. My hours for today are complete, and I can now clock out for the day. Please note that all the hours I log into my payroll timesheet are now accounted for in the Lab Timekeeper app. Aside from my 30-minute lunch, which I clocked out for, all of the hours I spent in the lab are accounted for. For more information or frequently asked questions, please review the Lab Timekeeper SOP or inquire with your regional production manager for more information.